Lucky 1111. Again. Personally, I was going to let this one slide, but after the last couple of days, I was like, I was like, no, I'm not letting it slide. I'm not letting it slide, even if I don't like it. I'm not letting it slide. It's got to be said. So, welcome. Hit the like button when y'all come in, please, my loves. Okay. Just cleanse up these cards. We're using these today. Because I'm telling you, it's at my foot. Hey, Cassandra. It's at my guan. So the title is There's Been a Heart Expansion with Leo. Now, during the 8-8 Lionsgate, y'all remember, hey Victoria, you remember I was having really crazy teeth problems. Hey Lola, her name was Lola. I was having really mad teeth problems, do you remember? And hey Amber, and I said it was particularly these two teeth that were, hey Sippy, that were playing with my emotions. And yesterday, hey Tarara Buntier, my love, yesterday this one got like a infection or an abscess or something. I don't know what it was, but the night before I could not fucking sleep. When I tell you, it felt like a heartbeat in my mouth. It was so bad, I didn't sleep. So hold on. It was also the night that I was start doing the Patreon stuff. That's coming Thursday, 1st of December. I know I said, thank you, Tara, for the donation, Mama. Hey, Ashanti. Listen, you know I said that November we would have Patreon. Well, it's one day after, December the 1st. I thought it'd be good to start on the 1st of the month as opposed to the end of a month, right? So I'm doing all the bits. Hey, Kate, doing all the bits, yeah? And my tooth was fine till about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So we're in the next day now, which was yesterday, and it was just zoom, zoom, zoom. And I'm like, bearing in mind I've got a dentist appointment tomorrow. This is thank you, my love. Hey Doobie Kennedy, hey MFV. Bear in mind, like I said, I've got a dentist appointment tomorrow, so I'm not that freaked out or worried. I also got my letter to say that they're going to extract this tooth. So I'm like, everything's coming together, like recall. Bear in mind from August, you know, this is my appointment that I made in August, and I'm getting it tomorrow. Anyhow, I used turmeric, clove, garlic, crushed it up in a thingy, and then added some raw honey to bring it all together. And I put that on the infection, and last night it burst in my sleep, and then I washed my mouth out today with salt water. We're fine. Nothing's going on. Nothing to see here. But it made me remember the 8-8 Lionsgate, and Jen sent me, one of our sisters sent me, I know that was too graphic, innit? I'm sorry, guys. Jen, one of our sisters, posted something in August or July about teeth and how each teeth relates to an organ. Hey V, hey Gail. Yeah, this tooth's broken as well. Each tooth is connected to an organ, and these two teeth are connected to the heart. And then I didn't quite put it together, and then hey Valentina, hey Brooklyn baby, hey Solar A, I'm glad you caught the live too. And then I'm like seeing these posts. First of all, I saw a post from one of my brothers, and then I saw a post from my wife, and then I saw a post from one of my loves, and then I'm like, All of these people are Leos, and they were all up in their feelings, but in a good way. They were just full of love and they were just full of love. And I was like, something's happened, because I didn't feel this a few days ago. I didn't see these type of posts a few days ago from something. So there's been a shift. And it reminded me that this age of Aquarius is also the age of Leo, because Leo and Aquarius are twin signs, isn't it? So each one of our signs has a twin, right? So Aquarius and Leo are twins. So I'm like, okay, if that's the case, you see me in the green, you just see it in it. There's been a heart expansion, and because of the heart expansion, I feel like there has been some confusion. Wait. I feel like there's been appreciation, first of all, for the love that is surrounding us. And then there is also been a bit of clarity. It's not confusion. There's been clarity about what love truly and honestly feels like in these times. By the way, I have to remind you that we burn red candles. You see, I matched my top. One of my hair clients bought me this top about 4 years ago because she said it reminded her of a light-skinned version of me. And then I've put myself together and I'm like, well, wait, I'm matching. I can see why she bought me the top. Anyway, there's been clarity about what love really is, what love really should feel like, what love really do. And with all of that being said, I'm like, today's 11/11 again. So I woke up from a very interesting dream where I was with one of my loves, and we were having a conversation, and my love mentioned the name of another girl, and I felt jealous. It was a dream, but as soon as I felt that feeling of jealousy, I woke up. I don't even know if I was fully dreaming or not. I woke up and I thought to myself, rah, why would I feel jealous about that person mentioning somebody else? And then I thought, am I into this person? Like, into them? Because I already love my loves. When I call you, if you're my love, I love you, regardless of what the dynamic is. It's because I love you. So I know I already love this person, but am I in love with this person? Oh, blood. I said, let me message this person very quickly and let them know that I had this dream, and see what they say. See if anything triggers. We want to see what they say. Anyway, my nephew comes in today and to get his hair done, and we talk about everything and anything. He's 24 years old, but we talk about everything and anything, yeah. And it came up. I mentioned it to him. I said, listen, I had this really weird dream. Da 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 da. And he says to me, I remember you mentioning this person before. I mean, talk about personal, but I ain't got nothing to hide. So he's like, I remember you talking about this person before. So I'm like, yeah, blood. Remember? And blah, 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 blah. We've gone into the details. And then he's gone to me, you should explore this deeper. I said, do you think so? Anyway, that was the advice I'm getting from my 24-year-old nephew. That I'm just like, I don't know. Anyway, later on, we're doing his hair, and because I'm talking about this particular connection I have with somebody, he starts telling me about somebody that he's had a connection with from when he was a child, and they're very close, but they don't they don't cross lines. But then he started saying some shit about, they say really weird shit to each other, like, we're going to have 10 kids together, this, that, and that, and this, and that. So I pushed him more and I said, listen, is this your person? And he was like, no, it's my best friend. I said, no, is this your person? Why is the reason that you're not calling her your person? Because, I don't want to jeopardize the friendship. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So I'm like, but this feels like your person. This is your witch auntie talking now, not just auntie. This is your witch auntie talking now. And I said, this feels like your person. I said, show me the picture. Shows me the picture. I said, oh, why does she remind me of your mum? Boom. This brings me into it. So it's this feeling of love is like a nurturing love. It's not a lustful love. It's not a beneficial love in terms of what the other can benefit from the other love. This is a genuine, nurturing, I don't want to say deep. I want to say friendship love. I want to say friendship love, but your person. Am I making sense? I want to say friendship, like the foundations are friendship. The foundations are you can be absolutely comfortable in any situation, scenario with this person, but never thought of them as your person. Does that make sense? Because these heart expansions are not a joke. These heart expansions have created something whereby you're starting to truly appreciate the love that is around you and truly see what isn't love. Truly see what isn't serving you as a love ship in these times. So obviously we're still in the age of, not the age, the 2 year. We're still in the 6 year. So that being said, it's still the partnership year. And many of us have got from the beginning to the end of the year with not so much a physical partner. If anything, I feel like there's been a partnership within self, the partnership within the aspects of self, where there's been a true appreciation of self, a true love and union of self, especially with the masculine and feminine energies. So, wow, really rooted 211. I didn't even see that. So, now that we have fully, I would say I'm still a work in progress, but we've made good headway into the unions, the aspects. Yeah. Now we are starting to look at our ships, our love ships in a different light, I would say. Still in talks, still in negotiations about them things there. So I would say that, okay, I'm going to be more personal again, right? One of the things that used to really have me fucked up was the way somebody looked. Luxurious afternoon, evening to you, Zoe. That's lovely. I love it. So just before I came on here, I was watching Hood Healer, and I was in and out. I was in and out, in and out, in and out. I wasn't consistent with the way I was watching it. So I've come back in, and she's talking to a young lady at the end of the talk about what type of energy are we putting out to attract what it is that we really want. So this particular young lady was a dancer, and she was quite confident in her body image and didn't feel no way to express that on social media. And nobody's saying that there's anything wrong with that, obviously, but Imani was saying, what type of energy then are you attracting? If you are trying to attract a husband, for instance, that type of imagery alone, so if you're somebody that would just post body images, selfies, and nothing else, none of your interests, none of your family, nothing, it's just all about your body image, you're good to attract something quite superficial because of that. So what Imani was saying, that thank you, Solar Eye. I think I'm all over the place, but whatever. So what Imani was saying was, if you are trying to attract a husband, father of your children, what type of imagery are you putting out for that? How are you presenting yourself as that? You get? Now, one of my biggest things is, because I am quite heavily tattooed, I have the mouth of a sailor, and sometimes my choices of clothing can be a little bit. So I've always thought that, remember Pink's album? Do you remember that album, Pink? You remember that artist Pink? And she did her first album, Can't Take Me Home. That was my theme album. I thought that you couldn't take me home. I was not the type of girl that you could take home. Even though I was married, but I was married into a family that actually my mum was looking at like, girl, I'm not lying. So, in my opinion, hi Empress Divine Love, in my opinion, right up until quite recently, I didn't think you could take me home. I didn't think I was wife material. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think that somebody's mother would like me, especially a good boy. And I say a good boy, I mean a good man, because my type was always bad boys as well. From the background that I come from, you know, you're safer with a Roman. You're safer that way. It's just what it was. So anybody with a not so crazy background, a kind of peaceful background, was never appealing to me. And even if they did move to me, I used to have two problems. I didn't feel that I could be protected by them, or that their mums would like me because of how I presented and how road I was. But in this heart expansion, I'm having second thoughts. I mean, I've been having second thoughts about. I mean, I know that I'm a respectful, intelligent, funny, kind human. So anybody's mum would like me, really. Once they got over the aesthetic, they would like me. So saying all that to say that what you used to be, first of all, the way you present yourself right now. Oh, thank you, Brooklyn baby. The way that you present yourself right now, is that a true representation of what you want right now? That's the first question. The second question is, are you still attracted to people for the way that they look? I mean, that was a look of disgust from myself to myself. Are you still attracted to people from the way that they look? Because if you allowed yourself to go beyond looks, some of y'all would be beautifully booed up right now. But some of y'all is still holding out for a certain aesthetic, a certain vibe, a certain energy, when in fact, what you need is something that is maybe the complete opposite of that. How about that? And in this 1111 portal, I'm asking you, what does your soul need? Not your heart, not your mind, your soul. So boom, perfect segue. So I watched another lecture. You know, I love Black Magic 363. You know, I love it. I watch about 2 or 3 lectures a week, yeah? So yesterday, I was pulled to watch my fave, Rod Hayes. Yes, I've got a small crush on Rod Hayes. I said it out loud. And he was talking about the heavenly war that's been going on for centuries and millennia and all these things. I watched it because the guy always drops gems. It doesn't matter how many times he doesn't repeat himself. He always comes up with some new fresh shit. Yeah. And so I'm watching it, and I don't want to come off topic too much. He brings up Enki and Enil. Now, bruv, I'm going to do this Black Panther breakdown, but I'm telling you, it just got so deep. It just got so deep that I had to just pause and come back to it. I came back to it more. So I'm formulating in it. So anyway, at the end of this 2-hour lecture that he did with Brother Rich, somebody asked a question about whether we can or cannot achieve certain powers that I can't remember the name of the person that they mentioned, but they were like, can we achieve powers like this? And Rod's answer was, it's not impossible. The possibility is within you, but do you have the discipline? Do you have the discipline? Now, Rich rebutted with, do we really need the discipline, or is it that we need the right counterpart? I said, are we on this again? Are we on this again? That we need something outside of ourselves to become our greatest, highest, greatest good. You know I'm not really on it. You know I'm not. He didn't title it. He said it doesn't have to be any particular title, but would you still, thank you, Jasmine, would you still be able to achieve greatness? So Brother Rich used Rocky Balboa. You know the Rocky movies. Da-dun, dun, da-dun, dun, Adrian! Right. So he used that as an example, and he said, would Rocky still be Rocky without Adrian? Rod said no. I'm in the bath, yeah, so I kind of sunk in the water and came back up because I just had enough. So he said, Rod said no, because Adrian acted as his inspiration. And when I hear the word inspiration, when I hear the word inspire, I hear the word in spirit. I hear, yeah, it's the same thing to me. Inspired and in spirit is the same thing. And if you look at the wordplay, there's only the difference between the ED and the T at the end. But it's in spirit, inspired. So I'm like, okay, either I'm going to embrace this reality that I may need a counterpart to be my greatest, highest, or I'm going to totally dismiss it and make my own way. I decided to do the first one, to embrace the fact that I possibly might need a counterpart to become my highest, greatest good, as well as them becoming their highest, greatest good by me being part of their life. And then it got to the night time and it was time for me to read. I'm on page 111. That was the page I opened up the book on. Yeah? Book club starts on Thursday, by the way, guys. Patreon is going to up and pop. Yes, go faster alone, go further together. Bruv, I did a little modelling stint, 2014, and I was part of a calendar, and I took a picture with a guy with a baby on my back, a real baby on my back, and me holding onto him, and that was the quote at the bottom. Yes, that part. So I open up the book on page 111. And it's about, look at, I can even show you what the fucking title was. This was when I said, I have to talk to the G's, man. I have to talk to my family about this. Let's chop it up. It says, the mate union with the other. Chapter 4, 11:11. I said, first of all, I said, you lot are, I feel like you lot are coming for me. I felt like you lot were coming for me. Personally, I felt personally attacked. And then, in that particular chapter, it speaks, obviously that book is all about reconnecting with the wild woman. But the wild woman needs the wild man. I said, True Brooklyn, baby. I mean, for me, I feel like everybody's my mirror. I feel like I'm everything and everybody that I interact with is a reflection of me. So I feel like if I'm truly getting to know who I am through all of my ships, but this particular ship, there is a particular ship in my life that matches me. Not particularly the ship that I was interested in, but there is a ship that matches me in magic, in energy, in all of the things. All of the things, but I've never considered this person as my person until yesterday. And I'm like, and I wasn't going to say shit. I wasn't going to say shit. And this is how my nephew is a G, yeah? Because my nephew was like, you need to say something. You need to be very, very honest. And I said, well, I will if you will, bruh. And he was like, I'm doing it. What are you going to do? Don't talk to me about Jesus and Mary Magdalene. Don't do that. All of that, though. All of that. So my nephew has challenged me to say something. Now, again, Imani posted something a couple of days ago, just maybe 2 days ago, which I ignored, which a Leo posted as well, reposted, and it said, most of you are not brave enough to be in the relation, to be with who you truly love, because you're afraid that you might be rejected. This time, both of you are on the same thing. You're both thinking about each other. You're both this and you're both that. I ignored it. I rolled my eyes. And then obviously, like I said, I felt dragged. By the end of the evening, I felt dragged. The Rod Hayes, the book, I felt very fucking dragged. So, all of this to say that there's been a heart expansion. You saw that post too, Route 211. I was just like, whatever. So let's get on with it. Let's get into prayer. Let's pull some cards and really see what my thing is. I don't feel like I've got nothing to lose. I feel like I haven't really got anything to lose at this point, because I feel like I'm cool doing this. I'm very cool doing this. And this year has been full of suitors. It really has. I've been like, Den, is that me? Really, I was kind of like that this year. I was like, there's been quite a few suitors and I've entertained quite a few possibilities, but they haven't quite hit. You get me? Because y'all know, you have seen me this year, man. They haven't quite hit. Yesterday, something hit. I didn't have a conversation with nobody. I didn't speak to nobody. I just listened to all of the signs and the messages, and this particular somebody came into my consciousness, and next thing you know, I'm dreaming about them. Because I'm barely smoking. Look at this. This is my first zoot of the day. What time is it? I'm barely smoking. So the dreams are thick and fast, lucid and real. Audible, everything. remembering it from start to finish, the whole fucking thing. So even then, I woke up and I was still like, really? No. No, you lie. And then I said something. And like I said, I don't know. Because and another reason why I feel some of us are afraid to say anything, because if you're anything like me, and you can be into something 1 minute and the next minute you're not, quickly as. And so this particular somebody that I have in my mind right now, I don't want to fuck them around, because why? They're a beautiful human. Oh my God, such a beautiful. So my head, I'm like, I don't really want to fuck you around, you know, because you're too lovely. And like my nephew said, I don't want to jeopardize our love ship that we already have, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But to say that I want to be with you, I want to see what the cards have got to say about what and who and why. Right. As a collective. Because I already know typical areas. I know we're fucking out of order. I already know. Oh, Khadiva and Kenny, I love you too. I've been watching you lots of little videos here and there. I think that's so cute. I would love to do something like that, like a joint masculine and feminine shit. That's dope, you guys. So yeah, I just felt like I didn't want to fuck people around, because how my mood changed. Also on the whole fact that, I was on this whole, I still am on this whole thing that, I don't want to be owned by nobody, and I just want to be free. I'm a free spirit. I just want to be free. I don't want to be connected like that. But this morning, that's not what my soul was telling me. My soul was telling me, yes, you do. Not that I want to be owned. I don't want to be owned. I don't want to own nobody. But I want to be with someone. Said it out loud. Said it out loud. And I have experienced situations where, yes, I want to be in union with another human. Yes, I do. So I have experienced people who have loved me, who love me, let me not say have, who love me and completely allow me to do whatever I want to do. But when I checked that was more the fact that I had commitment issues. I didn't want to commit to nobody, and so I would attract people that had commitment issues and didn't want to commit to anybody. Hey, Shonda T. So, I have experienced being in very beautiful connections with people, but not really feeling like I'm with them. Not even a situation shit, very serious shit, but not feeling like, I don't really care what they're doing, they don't really care what I'm doing. There's no building, we're not creating anything, we're not using our energy of love together to create more. We are just gratifying ourselves in the moment, if that makes sense. But I want to build, I want to expand, and with my experience with this particular person, I know that I've experienced things like that. I've experienced real life magic with this person. So I don't know. Let's pull the fucking cards. Let's pull the cards, y'all. All right, our divine mother and father who live within us, higher be thy name, our freedom come, your will be done on earth as it is within us. Give us this day our daily breath, and forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others, as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves, through all lifetimes, timelines, and levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power. Divided we are weak, united we are victorious. Says it in the prayer. And to you, Untiko, we give all of the glory forever and ever. Duanete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is, and so it will be. Ashe. I invite my ancestors, my angels, my guides, my Orisha, my guardians of the sea, of the air, and of the earth into this reading to give me and the collective a clear, precise reading about anything we need to know about this 1111 portal, especially around matters of the heart. Ashe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That looked like the Illuminati sign, in it. It wasn't. I'm not about that life, if anybody. Because I know a couple times I've seen people come for me and my sisters about the symbols, the mudras that we pull. Alright, boom. Should we go on? We haven't gonged in a minute. It's clearly energy. I just spoke for ages. That's gone half an hour. I feel like this is a very important subject, though. This is something that needs to be out. I need to, because it's been bothering me. As above, so below. So within, so without. If it's you, then it's me. If it's me, then it's you. You get me? I was like, if I'm going to get dragged on this thing, you lot are getting dragged on this thing. You hear? You hear? So let's see. Let's see. Everything. I thought I was fucking tripping. All right, boom. We got 3 cards off the bat out of this romance angels. First of all, we got passion. You guys. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So, this is what I'm getting from... Woo! No, listen. I'm getting chills. So, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this is what I'm saying. Stop putting out the wrong signals. I think I spoke about this the last time I did a reading. If you are feeling something for a particular somebody, don't lie to yourself and tell yourself that you're not. Don't pretend when you are in opportunities where you are in conversation or in each other's spaces that you're not into it. Flirt, motherfuckers. Be honest and truthful. Because really and truly, what have you got to lose? Because like I said, the heart can't break, only the mind breaks. The heart can't break, only the mind breaks. So you can be in control. If you understand, for me, I've really understood that rejection is protection. Whenever I have been rejected from somebody, I am being protected. Whenever I have rejected somebody, they are being protected. Yeah, because I ain't no saint out here. When somebody comes for me and I'm just like, nah. But I've blatantly told people that have moved to me, look, I'm an arsehole, fam. You seem like a really nice person. I'm a whole fucking arsehole. Especially if I'm not feeling you directly. Do you get me? If you have to grow on me, I can be an absolute arsehole. For real. If I'm into you, on the other hand, though, I am less of an arsehole. But eventually, you will see the arsehole. And it's up to you how you move with that. Because it's just a part of me. So I'm saying here, it says here, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And that's what energy needs to be, especially where it says heart, allow your heart. This is the energy that needs to be emanated from us, from the heart chakra. It needs to be joy and passion. So when I'm thinking about whoever, I'm not trying to trick my heart into believing that I don't feel that way about that person. Furthermore, trying to trick myself that I haven't always felt that way about that person. But I've made so many different excuses as to why not. Same with you lot. You, me, you. You already know. So you have lied to yourself so many times, you've literally tricked yourself into believing that, nah. But your heart has now expanded in this energy and it's like, that's a lie. That's a lie. And now the soul's involved. Now the soul is involved in this shit. And the soul is like, what are you doing? Don't lose that. What are you doing? That's what the soul is doing. I mean, you know, I don't like doing no type of reading like this. I don't like it because it's a drag on me. And then I have to do some of the stuff. And I don't want to do some of the stuff that is reasonable to do. There's just so many cards. There's just so many cards. So for the passion, we got the 5 of Pentacles, your poverty mindset. Because what you're doing is you're feeling what you're feeling, but you're like, oh no, you think I'm a dickhead? You think I'm a mug? Like, I'm not going to be left out in the cold again. I'm not going to be rejected again. I'm not going to be made to do shit by myself again. I'm not going to raise somebody else's child for them again. I'm not going to... There's so many things you're just like, no, fuck this. In fact, I'm not about this life. I'm not about it. Look at her face, look at her eyes. I'm gonna have to reject you. We don't care about hot girls, y'all. Remove and block. We just don't do that. Did that? Wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to remove you. I was meant to remove and hide user from this channel. Okay, boom. So this poverty mindset that you have when it comes to matters of the heart, who you really into. Now, her face is a whole mood. This is my mood most of the time when it comes to all of this shit right about now. Like, I'm just like, I'm good, you know. I'm actually fucking good where I'm at, but clearly. So, look at her, and she's getting in her bag as well, looking for she's dragging out all of this beige old shit. I can't see because I don't really have my glasses. I don't have my glasses even up. Yes, I do. I was about to say I don't have them close. Oh, I do have them close. So, I just want to see what she's pulling out of the bag. Because all of these things count. What is that, sis? Don't know, it looks like a piece of art. But then next to her, she's got the vulture. So the vulture, you know, like, in some aspects, the vulture is seen as a craven bird, a bird that picks away at dead flesh. But according to the Egyptians, the vulture was the most revered mother of all of the animal kingdom, as if her child was hungry and they couldn't find food, she would tear off her own leg to feed her own child. So this vulture sitting next to her gives me nurturing vibes, motherly vibes, loving vibes, even though she looks fucking over it. There's something still in the back of her that still wants nurturing, that still wants loving. It still wants to feel like somebody would tear off their leg for her if they needed to. I'm not talking about myself in this thing now because I can fight. You lot know that. But you already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something, even though she's looking over it, like she's allergic to it. She wants nothing the fuck to do with it because of the experiences that happened in the past. There's been a fucking heart expansion, my G's. There's been a heart expansion, not only in your heart, but also in the hearts of others. Do you see? Also in the heart of others. So possibly where certain people may have had closed hearts or been unavailable at that time, now might be a good time to revisit. I mean, there's no retrogrades. We've got a Mercury retrograde coming up. We are about a week or so away from the shadow period of the next Mercury retrograde. So you got time. You got time. Next, we got the world. It says completion. It says completion. I mean, this is everything you've ever been through. This is the whole fucking journey. Everything that you've ever been through coming full circle, and now you're right. You're just before the fall. You're just before the new beginning. So at this point now, what this is giving me is everything that you've learned in all of your lives, not this one, all of the lives, all of them, all of your past lives, because whatever your biggest hang up is in this life, you've already had it in bare other lives. And maybe your soul's journey is to overcome that. My personal soul's journey was to overcome them pretty people, them. Too much pretty people. I mean, overly pretty people. You get me? Like, I could not see beyond the aesthetics. And I feel like where I'm at now, I feel like I've completed that. We're over that now. That's not a problem. I'm not about aesthetics anymore. And you know what happened? When I was younger, I never used to be about aesthetics. It was, I was going to call his whole name and shame him, but there's no shame him in a way. It would have been shameful for him because I loved him. Blood. It was my friends that were fucking wicked to this brother. And they used to call him by his first name, and his middle name was Dutty, meaning they thought he was dirty, and his last name. So, like, and I had another boyfriend as well that wasn't, he kind of looked like Shabba Ranks. And as you know, Shabba is not Shabba. You know, Shabba's just a sexy Emma Effado because of his energy. But this brother as well that I went out with, who I am actually still friends with to this day, looked like Shabba, and my friends used to cuss him as well. Not me, they used to cuss him. Hey, Miss Mahisha from India. I can't wait to do the breakdown of the movie. Oh, and you're a Leo as well. So have you had a heart expansion, sis? Of the Wakanda movie, because I'm telling you, the dots. So listen, so we're talking about, I never used to always be like that with the aesthetics. And then it was after those two, I started to become about aesthetics. And in the 90s, there was this thing, why can't you go home, sweetie? In the 90s, there was this thing over light-skinned brothers. And I started moving with light-skinned brothers. So, and then the whole bashing of my chosen partners. Yeah, it can get like that sometimes, sis. The whole bashing of my not so attractive partners stopped. And then I had a new problem. I had people trying to take my dudes. That was a new thing. So I wasn't really, hey Natalie, I wasn't fully about aesthetics, and I feel like that was my soul contract. That was my soul thing to overcome. Now, really think about what your hang up is, and realize that it's not new. You haven't just, this hasn't just happened to you. This is something you have had to overcome. This is something you have to overcome in order to experience your true heart's desire. Can an expansion of heart bring you out of... Yes, the heart expansion can definitely bring you out of a union. Because then you can truly see whether that is for you right here, right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Something you may have been 100% totally passionate about at one point, maybe just meh now. That... And you are wanting something bigger and more expansive and more passionate, because that is the card that is come out. Or so if some of you are feeling like you wanna step from a certain situation because of this heart expansion situation, because of the things that you have learned in your journey, because this is the end of the fool's journey, and then we start back at zero again. Obviously it's the three as well, it's the Holy Trinity, and you already know, I feel like there can't be no union without God. So whoever is your person, this person has to also understand that God will always be in your relationship as well. Otherwise it can't work. It won't work. Page of Pentacles, reliability. This is you. Look. This is us looking from behind the flowers and the roses and all of the things, being like, actually, I can commit to something. I'm not gonna S out. I can commit to something here in this reality, not just in my head or in the clouds. I can ground myself in something here. Yeah, it'll be new, but I can do that. This is what this heart expansion has done. And then, look at the fool. Look at what I'm saying. It's the fucking whole thing. You full circle to start back at ground zero again. Like nothing has happened. Like you've never had heartbreak. Like you've never had all this bag of shit. Like there isn't any awful bad feeling towards anything or anybody. We were talking about this, isn't it, in the last reading. Doesn't matter, there's no beef. Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen, and that's fine. Everything's exactly as it should be. You see me? Wow. Let's have a look. Flirt, because I told you lot flirt. I told you lot to flirt, isn't it? I mean, there was one point where I couldn't flirt, and then I saw something and said, whenever you're flirting, you should always smile. Now, my problem was I didn't smile. But when you're flirting, you should always smile and extend your light-hearted energy to others. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. And that's energetically as well, isn't it? That's energetically as well. I feel off-centered. Hold on. That's energetically as well. Because really and truly, like I said, if you're thinking about somebody and you decide, actually, no, I shouldn't be talking about this person. I don't want to, fuck this person. I don't want to think about this person. Or really, but allow yourself to flirt in the energy and the possibility of that person and see where it goes. See where it goes. Because they can feel you. There's no two ways about it. They can feel you. They can feel you. Let's get some clarifiers on this. This whole thing is upside down. What's going on here? What's going on there? All right, boom. Back. This is interesting. It's interesting to me. It's very fucking interesting to me. Because I'm just like, raw. I ain't ready to tell you none of this, but it's being said. Page of Wands, venture. What did I tell you? The card flew. Venture. It's new terrain. It's new territory. It's uncharted territory. It's territory where you have been afraid to tread, but there is so much room. Where we're there for exploration, because you need to travel light, my G's. You need to travel light and let go the baggage. Put down the baggage of the past. You see me? Put it down, because this is a new, passionate exploration of love. I'm telling you, there's been a heart expansion. It's been in Leo. We're talking about fire. We're talking about fire energy and being the opposing, not the opposing, the twin energy of Aquarius in the age that we're in. If we're in the age of Aquarius, we're in the age of Leo too. Because it's one and the same thing, it's polarities. So if Leo's having a heart expansion, blood, what do you think's happening to us? What do you think's happening to us? Last card from the Romance Angels. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Has the cards ever lied to you or me? Ever. The cards don't lie, my G's. The cards don't lie. I need to smoke on my thing because I feel nervous. I mean, doing these love readings is weird for me. Leo, Moon, Aquarius, Venus too. Wow. Wow. Julia. It's very nerve-wracking, Brooklyn baby. I haven't come here to shake up all the world, you know. I mean, thank you, Phyllis. Let's put a clarifier on the engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. We don't even need a clarifier. It's very plain and simple what it's trying to tell us. Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, or no? We got the Wheel of Fortune. It's the numbers for me. She's got a 20 and she's got a 2 there. You can see the 20 and the 2, and I think that is an 8, which would give us, it's an 18, 9 endings. Also got a, I think that's a 12, which is the Holy Trinity. It's the numbers for me. It's the numbers for me. It's the butterfly. It's the transformation for me. It's the dragon. Look at this thing, the companion for me. I'm just looking at the illustration, blood. Look at that. Looks like she's got an amethyst in her hair. That's protection. And then it says changes. It's a 10. So it's new beginnings. You already know. Changes. Like I said, just because at one point, you know, certain people may have been difficult to penetrate or difficult to engage with, we've all had a heart expansion, and it's happened in the last 24, 48 hours. That's what's happened. Wow, Jacqueline, you better go. You better pack. Better get to packing, my G. You better get to packing, my G. Because this is your confirmation. Because even me, I'm just like, I'm nervous. You can see, look at me. Look at me. I'm in this bitch with you guys. So I'm just saying there has been a heart expansion, and if certain energies have been difficult to penetrate in the past, their hearts are going to be much more open right now. And all you got to do is be brave enough to make contact. Because my argument with the whole of my guides and the sides yesterday was like, look, I'm not trying to be the masculine out here. I'm not trying to be the masculine out here, making first moves and all the things. But then they reminded me that I've been sending mixed messages for the longest time. So in order to get things clear, I would need to make things clear that I'm no longer sending out mixed messages, or that I'm actually fully interested. That's what I needed to do. I was like, you know, bad mind. And I wasn't going to do anything because I wasn't going to do anything. But like I said, I had a dream. I can't ignore it. Couldn't ignore it. Dream basically said, if you don't do something soon, you're going to lose that person. All right. See what the Andinka says. Ancestors, guides, angels, Orisha. What you got for me, my loves? What you got for me, my loves? You're not playing. Three cards from this deck as well, all at once. This one's covered in lipstick from the last time. And it says harmony and mutuality. Yes! Tara, I said that to myself. I said, when was the last time I took myself on a date? I can't remember. So I can't be looking at nobody's children thinking about, you know, we ain't gone nowhere, we ain't doing nothing. Fam, when was the last time I took myself on a date? I was thinking just that. So look, harmony and mutuality. It says the moon and the stars. Harmony exists between elements in the sky, such as the stars and the moon. So they're not asking, you don't, it's not what you're used to. You're not just because you're a star, you're not looking for the star, you might be looking for the moon. But the stars might not be attracted to the moon, or moon might be attracted to the stars, but it's a mutuality, it's a harmony. You might be a bass, but you need the drum to make a groove. you got justice, balance. It says, handcuffs were introduced in Africa by transatlantic chattel slave traders. Later, African chiefs cuffed offenders of the law. This symbol reminds us to follow the law, however it discourages slavery. So the law is harmony, isn't it? It's balance, it's partnership, it's opposites, it's polarities. That's the law. Some of us over here trying to be all of the law. Just because I've achieved that in myself doesn't mean now that I can skip the law. We even call mother, father, God. They've even got each other. And then we got freedom and emancipation, because some of us are scared of losing themselves in some shit. In it, so it says here, the meaning is independence comes with its responsibilities. This symbol often means freedom. So it's freeing ourselves from, look at these, from these shackles, these handcuffs that we have constricted ourselves to, like, yeah, I'm good where I'm at now. You know what I mean? I'm good. Look what I've done for myself. I've achieved all of this. I've achieved all of that. But could Rocky Bilbao be Rocky without Adrian? Yes or no? We know Jay-Z could not have been Jay-Z without Beyonce. We know that. I mean, regardless of how fucked up that is. Even Sonny and Cher. Even Tina and Ike. Neither one of them could have been who they were without the other. For that season. Mary and Jesus. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm shouting and I'm vexed. I'm shouting and I'm vexed at the same time, because I'm just like, okay, because I'm good. I'm good. Some of you don't want to get in relationships because of this freedom thing, because you don't even want to deal with another person's energy long term. I don't know why I'm shuffling these cards. I don't know why I'm shuffling. We're finished. We're finished. We don't need any clarifiers for any of them. We don't need any clarifiers for any of them. Let's get the crystal and let's go. I'm already uncomfortable. But I love it though. Don't get it twisted. I love it. I think it's amazing for the collective that that's still a thing. Thank you, Queen. I'm really delighted for the collective that that's still a thing, but in a healthy way. Do you know what I mean? In a way where codependency is no longer a part of it. There's no titles or hierarchy of who's who and what, you know. So nobody's not out here holding out for like a twin flame or whatever. You're just like, what does my soul want right now? Get me? What does my soul want right now? And I'm glad we never got anything like soulmate or anything that indicates those things. Let's just quickly look at the crows. But we got rose quartz. Look at the rose quartz. And we all know what it means. I'm so, thank you, because I swear I could feel it. There'd been a heart expansion in the energy of Leo. I could feel it. And this just, you know, we also got another crystal as well. We're going to read it. It's called Anadolite, but it's a 25, it's a 7, and the rose quartz is a 6! And yes, it's in the heart shape too, Victoria, because they're just going to drum this into us. They're just going to drum this into us, especially for us, some of us that are just really very cynical when it comes to it. Because I am. You don't know I am. You know, you don't really come here. I'm not your go-to girl for love readings. I know that. Blood, I know that. So, you know. But at the same time, I'm a hopeless romantic. I love it. I love it so much. I do. All right, boom. Rose quartz. Unconditional love. I love it from us. Rose quartz is full of unconditional love and infinite peace. It draws loving relationships to you. Heal past emotional trauma, heals past emotional traumas or provides support during a crisis. Provides support during a crisis. You are a beautiful soul who has infinite peace deep within and enormous empathy. Relationships are where you learn your soul lessons. I'm having another heart expansion, you guys. Something's happening. Heal heartbreak or abuse and dissolve toxic emotions and pain that prevent you from giving and receiving love. You have power to love unconditionally and to support others. Divination, forgive yourself. Love and beauty approach. Loneliness is at an end. Emotional blockages dissolve. Do not accept blame. Recognize that unconditional love and friendship draw exactly the right people to you. Once you love yourself, you can give and receive love from others. Support is available in a crisis. Some of you are having a whole crisis. I'm not saying that it's a kind of a negative crisis, but some of you may be feeling a little bit like how I'm feeling, like, holy shit. Holy shit. Am I ready? Is it now? Really, really? Oh my God. But there's support, because we're in this bitch together, you lot. You already know. And all you got to do is believe in yourself and continue to love yourself, continue to celebrate yourself, and that will be reflected onto you. You don't have to bring all of this bad fucking, look, it's not even a bag or baggage, it's a sack of shit. It's a sack of nothing. And you got your mask on because you're scared to be seen. The hell? It's not that time. It's not that time. And I'm you know, all jokes aside and all of the you know, the nervous energy aside, you know, ultimately, as humans having as spirits having this human experience, we want to be loved and we want to love back. Every single last one of us. Every single last one of us. And so let's stop pretending that we don't. Let's stop that. Let's stop that facade, shall we? Healing insight. Unconditional love is the greatest gift you can give to yourself and another. Frequency, medium to high, depending on clarity. Chakra, heart, because there's been a whole heart expansion. Timing, Taurus and Libra. Soul path, radiating unconditional relationships that reflect my highest, greatest good. Ashe. Thank you guys. Thank you lot, man. Thank you lot. Please, yes, like the video. We are done here. I'm glad I actually got to speak on the feeling. Oh no, we're not finished of this heart expansion, because I was feeling it. I was just going to put a little quick post on Instagram in my stories and just say there's been a heart expansion with Leo, just so that I know that I remembered to remind myself what the shift was. But there's been a shift, and today is an 11-11 a day. And who loves a portal more than me? Not a motherfucker. Nobody. Nobody loves portals more than I do. So I couldn't ignore it. So we got last card 25, the very last card, Cosmic Consciousness. Oh, also, you guys, if you can, watch the lecture that is on Black Magic 363 with Rod Hayes about the battles in the heavenly battles or something like that. It was only a few days ago. Check it out. Excellent, excellent stuff. All right. I've never heard of this. Anandalite gently facilitates integration and releases emotional blockages standing in the way of spiritual awakening. It reminds us that consciousness is omniscient and omnipresent, seeing all, knowing all. Immerse yourself in the mystical interconnectedness that is cosmic consciousness. Self-understanding. You have the potential to live in a completely different dimension of consciousness. Recognize that you previously operated within a narrow band of awareness. I feel dragged. Attune to flashes of divine light within your soul. Let feelings of separation fall away. Embrace unity. I can't deny this thing though. I can't, because what I would have done, seriously, have said nothing. Like I said, done a little quick post on Instagram and scurried away. Just said nothing and done nothing. But this is an important shift. This is an important shift that's happened here, because they're saying this is the year of unity, of partnership. And for those that are still resisting, please stop. Please stop right now. Divination. You are here to experience cosmic consciousness, transform your goals and seek a new direction. You have exceptionally clear sight now, stripped to the bone as the old falls away. Do not despair. New light is infused, light being information. When you transform your awareness, humanity experiences a quantum shift. Healing insight. Enlightenment can happen right now. You are part of everything, and everything is part of you. You, me, you. Frequency, exceptionally high. Chakras, soul star, and stellar gateway cleanses and activates all. Timing, right now, present moment. It says I just got butterflies. Present moment, soul path, becoming a vessel of cosmic consciousness. I want to thank Mother, Father, God, ancestors, guides, angels, Orisha, guardians of the sea, of the air and the earth, for this wonderful message for the collective, and letting us know that there's been a whole heart expansion across the board. Across the board. So don't be surprised when you see certain energies that you thought were demonic or mad starting to be the absolute opposite. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised for feeling some type of energy towards somebody that you never really considered like that. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when certain energies come towards you that you didn't think was interested in you. Don't be surprised. Don't flinch. Don't flinch, you guys. Embrace. This is an opportunity to truly explore deep love ships, deep intimacy, deep connection, deep collective consciousness, deep unconditional love. See that little quiver in my voice? Like, I love this. I love you guys. And Patreon will be launched on Thursday. So come find me there. Come and find me there. But I'll also, you know what, I won't snide off. I will still be on here for the portals, for the moon readings, and for anything else that comes up in between. I will definitely keep all of that over here. But I'm definitely moving the 5 aspects of the soul readings to Patreon. There are 4 tiers. There'll be the book club. There'll be nutrition and vibration. There'll be the 5 aspects of the soul, and then there'll be a combination of all where you'll have access to all of them at a discounted rate. And also, if you want to pick up any cleansing products, any readings, you can get me on my website, www.mamadproducts.co.uk. built by the lovely Kate Harris. If you need a website, she's up inside. Yeah. You guys, that's it. I love you lot so much. Oh, thank you, Sippy. Oh, thank you, Sippy. She gave me butterflies. Thank you. And yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon for whatever next thing that we're moving into. I love it or not.